Darth Vader and Thanos, two of the most powerful villains of their respective franchises. Usually, it will be common knowledge that they could defeat almost anyone in their universes, bar a few exceptions. But what would happen if they fought each other? For this to happen, I will compare Thanos with all 6 Infinity Stones like we see in Avengers Infinity War, and then Vader in his prime, which is probably around 10 to 15 years after Revenge of the Sith, or just before the original trilogy. So we will compare their abilities and just see who would win if they were thrown against each other for the fate of the universe. Darth Vader utilizes the Force, but to a much higher degree than any other Force user, as he is the chosen one with the highest midichlorian count ever recorded. A person's midichlorian count is based on the number of midichlorians per cell in someone's body. These microscopic life forms allow for a connection with the Force. Someone with a higher midichlorian count means that they are more Force sensitive and essentially just more powerful. So for Vader, someone with the highest midichlorian count ever, this makes him an absolute beast. Vader specialized in Form 5 fighting style. There are 7 forms of lightsaber combat, and Form 5, or otherwise known as Dem So, was a fighting style comprised of a more aggressive techniques. It was created by the masters of the defensive form of fighting, Form 3, as they wanted to end their battles more quickly, and thus they created this form. It follows many of the same techniques from the other defensive form, however draws on the more freeing movements of Form 2 to create this offensive form of combat. For Darth Vader, he wanted to be the most powerful man in the galaxy and allow his dark side ambition to flourish, and Form 5 allowed that. Vader really lost any lightsaber duels in his time, and the ones he did lose, such as against Luke Skywalker, were only lost as the light side was creeping back, thus making him less powerful and more conflicted. But against Thanos, there will be no conflict and only hate. Common techniques that Vader would use are Force Choke, which allowed him to block his enemies' airflow and kill them, as well as just sense the future. Darth Vader is a menace and one of the most powerful people in the Star Wars galaxy. But is he more powerful than Thanos? Thanos was born on the world Titan in the year 1013, making him around 1,000 years old. His planet Titan became overpopulated and it eventually drove his species to extinction, making him one of the last of his people. This sparked a lifelong vendetta to find all 6 Infinity Stones, so that he could just snap his fingers and wipe out half of the galaxy, so that what happened to his world would never happen to anyone else. On his quest, Thanos became extremely powerful and strong, utilizing his larger body type compared to others. He was feared across the galaxy, with many believing that he didn't exist. Now Thanos is strong. I mean, his physique and strength show that, but if he were to go up against Vader just like that, he would most certainly lose in a heartbeat. But towards the end of Thanos' life, he was in possession of all 6 Infinity Stones. If he had these when fighting Vader, would that change anything? The short answer is yes. The 6 Infinity Stones consist of time, space, reality, mind, power, and soul. The Time Stone can manipulate time, amplify or reverse aging, and allow the user to see, travel into, and change the past or the future. The Space Stone gives the user the power over space, which means anyone holding it or in contact with the Space Stone can create portals from one part of the universe to the other. The Reality Stone allows the user to manipulate dark matter, or in easier terms, they can just change whatever is perceived as in reality, like creating illusions and things like that. The Mind Stone allows the user to control the mind of other people, so they can do exactly what they want. The Power Stone allows the user to manipulate all forms of energy and enhances their own physical strength and durability. The Soul Stone allows the user to manipulate the souls of other people. This means they can resurrect and conjure the spiritual representation of the people who are dead. Now the problem with Thanos having these stones is that he's pretty much invincible. He can bend and change anything he wishes so that it's in his favor. Vader's awesome power of the Force can be fully recreated by Thanos with the Power Stone and Mind Stone. Everything Vader can do, Thanos can just do better. It's not even a question. With these 6 stones, Thanos could quite literally just snap his fingers and Vader is dead. The only chance Vader would have is trying to choke Thanos the first second he gets, but I still don't think that is enough. Thanos can create magic barriers around his throat, prohibiting any form of force choke. Anything Vader tries just won't work. Thanos could walk up to Vader and use the Time Stone to turn him back into Little Annie, and then crush him. I know that's a little dark, but you get the idea. Thanos would destroy Darth Vader. Perhaps Vader would stand more of a chance if he was Anakin Skywalker, out of the suit with all of his limbs. Full potential Anakin Skywalker would be so deadly, even to the point where I believe he would stand a chance to defeat Thanos with all of the Infinity Stones. In Legends, Prime Anakin could choke people across planets just by thinking about them. So it's fair to say that he could do that to Thanos in the blink of an eye if he had reached his full potential. However, in this scenario with all the characters' powers we have seen, Thanos would kill Darth Vader if they were to ever fight each other. Thank you guys so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Who do you think would win if Vader and Thanos were to fight each other? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Hopefully some of you can disagree with me and give your takes, as that makes these discussions a lot more interesting. Fantasy Crossover is a new series that I would love to start on the channel, where I combine 2 or more franchises together to see what would happen. It doesn't just have to be limited to Star Wars or Marvel, it could be anything like Harry Potter, DC, Avatar, and you get the idea. There are plenty of what if ideas that could be created in this series. For example, what if Darth Vader was in Avengers Endgame? So be sure to leave other ideas you would love to see in the comments below. I hope you all enjoyed and have a great day everyone.